Okay, I've got a mic in frame now. This I think, kind of looks cool. We'll see what it looks like down the line, but right now, having a mic in frame kind of looks cool. What have we got going on out in the world? The southern border of the United States is out of control and unchecked. Mayorkas and the Biden administration is saying, no worries, we're just importing thousands and thousands of people who may or may not have COVID, and we're not checking them because we don't feel like it, but we want to put masks and vaccines in you. But there's tens of thousands of people that are coming into the country that we're not checking. So, yeah, on the surface, we're really scared of COVID, but we really are not scared of COVID because we're letting tens of thousands of people come into the country that possibly or probably have COVID. Ta da! It's government magic. It never existed, right? Just wait for the next news cycle. This whole thing never happened because they count on people being short memoried and dumb and believing everything they say. Whatever happened to Afghanistan? We still have hundreds, if not thousands, of American citizens and or green card holders that are trapped behind enemy lines. Enemy lines of Afghanistan. Why would you say American lines, Carl? Well, because Afghanistan is now run by the Taliban. The Taliban is no friend of America. So there are Americans that are now under the rule of the Taliban. How do you think that's going to go? The government says, it's fine, don't worry about it. Everybody who wanted to get out of Afghanistan got out of Afghanistan. Well, do a little bit of homework, people. No, not everyone that wanted to get out of Afghanistan got out of Afghanistan. As a matter of fact, still today, which was happening a month ago, people that wanted to get out of Afghanistan were getting on private chartered flights, and the U.S. State Department said no, you cannot leave that airport, and we will not sanction an airport that you can land in a third world airport. Kind of sounds to me like the Biden State Department kind of hates Americans. Take it for what it's worth, but, look at it on face value. Now, they're not going to tell you this on all the usual MSNBC, NBC, CBS, ABC, PBS, CNN. No, none of those places are going to do anything. Do you know why? They've all just gone into it for the money. The money is coming from the big corporations that own all of these news outlets. A bunch of big money monstrosities. And count George Soros and Bill Gates and Bezos. He runs or he owns, probably doesn't run, the Washington Post. It's all about controlling the narrative. That's why all these big, huge, multi-billion-dollar corporations have grabbed a hold of the news outlets. They want to control what you see and what you hear. Hell, Google is part of that. Probably won't see this. I won't even try to post this on YouTube. I'll just keep it on Rumble, who's still independent. For now, anyways. I hope Rumble doesn't give up their independence. It's all garbage. It's all sick. It's all screwing American people. Biden is issuing death sentences to American people in Afghanistan by continuing to not let them come back to America. They're dying in the streets every day. Look at some real news over there. People are being hung and shot every day over there because the Taliban is not the new and improved business-centric bullshit that Biden has told you. No, they're the same old Taliban that just chops off heads, hangs people, and shoots them in the street. Vaccines, it's a cult. That's all I can say. The whole vaccine nightmare is just a freaking cult. It's a nothing but bullshit cult for vaccines. Because you get a vaccine, guess what? You still get COVID. Guess what? You still transmit COVID. Yet you get the vaccine even 3 times with the booster, and you still need to wear a mask, which the mask is another cult. The mask doesn't do any good, or at least maybe 1% good. That's another cult. And then they try to divert your attention from the masks and the COVID and the Afghanistan shit with climate change, which is yet another cult that they've jacked. Willing, uneducated, non-critical thinkers into believing. And then they try to mix COVID and climate change. That climate deniers are spreading COVID. People wake up. It's all political theater. It's all political theater. Wake the hell up. They're playing you. Enough is enough. Until you wake up, and to the people that have already woken up, and that I wish would spread this video, be well. Do good. Spread the word. In the meantime, hang in there. We can only try.